Candy Bitinese here. Hey, you guys. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, I am sitting in traffic again. This time it's going... I'm on the highway. The highway is running really slow today. I don't know if it's an accident or what. But I have 3 exits to go, and it is benefits day. Thankfully, I scheduled it for later in the day, and I usually schedule it for like mid-morning to give people time, and I'm gonna be here until late. I'm gonna be at work till late in the night. So right now I'm not too worried about the traffic, but I was like, oh, I do have something on my mind. This morning I was listening to one of my favorite YouTuber, Gossip Girl. I really like her. She is one of those perfectly not perfect YouTubers, and I just love it. She just talks. And she just talks, and that's it. She just pulls up what she likes, and she just talks about it. And I'm like, just do you, boo. Just do you. She does go on for a little while, like about 3 hours sometimes. So no offense, Gossip Girl, I do a little skipperization to see what's next when you know she goes on, because I tend to go on too. But overall, I love her content. She's usually spot on, but she's bringing us stuff after the fact, and then she gives her opinion, and she allows people to give their opinion as well, and that's what I like about her. But anywho, Summer Walker had her hair out, and she had her beautiful afro, and then some trick, I don't know her name, I forgot her name, I'm gonna call her Trick, some trick, she came out and was calling her ugly, and I was like, what? And then it got me thinking about wearing your hair out at work, specifically if you are a texture like mine, which is considered like a 4A through C hair, and typically my texture is considered quote unquote problematic, which it is not. It's a texture that grows out my head. For some reason, the communities at large, they don't seem to cope well with our texture, and really don't care, first of all. But then I got to thinking about when I was younger, I do remember even I had an issue with my 4C hair, and before I was natural, I remember running to go get my hair permed as soon as a little bit of like new growth came out my head. And it was the most ridiculous thing. I had long hair, but at the same time, why was I so bought into you must perm your hair as soon as new growth comes out? Probably about, I would like to say 15 years ago, I stopped like buying into that, and I started like stretching out my perm, and my hair really took off. I started perming like once every 6 months, and when I permed, my hair was like really, really long. It was almost mid-back. I kid you not. I have pictures on it. Well, I used to have pictures on Instagram of how long my hair was, and it was like this close to being on my down to my waist, because that was the goal. And then one morning I woke up and I said, I'm not perming my hair anymore. Hubby was like, okay. And then a year and a half later, I woke up and said, I'm gonna cut it off. Puppy said, okay. A couple days later, I came home and my whole long hair was chopped off. I freaked my husband out. He was like, what the hell? And I'm like, hey, I'm natural now. And I went through this whole phase of like, what the hell did I do? That was one, because I'm used to long hair. Long, perm, silky, long hair. My mom freaked out. My husband freaked out because they're used to me with long hair. And all of a sudden, I looked like a little boy with short hair. And I didn't really look like a boy, but you know what I mean. It freaked them out. Probably gonna be bouncing a little bit because I'm driving. After, I'll probably say about a year and a half in, I started to fall in love with the texture of my hair. But I noticed that I wasn't leaving it out as often. And I was wearing a lot of wigs and a lot of protective style. And I asked myself, what was the point of chopping it off if I wasn't leaving it out? So then I started experimenting with leaving it out. And then one day, I kid you not, I was looking online and I saw someone, it's so shameful, with her long 4C hair out, and it looked like this. And I said to myself, wow, I hope she didn't wear it like that to work. Again, I was still a victim of programming. So I really didn't fully grasp as of yet the colonialism that was deeply embedded in my brain that I needed to beat out. And looking back now, and I'm looking at the different textures of hair and the texture of my hair and how beautiful my head of hair, my thick head of hair is, and what it looks like in person, I'm like, how dare I, when I, back in the days, look at someone else's head, 4C hair, and was like, she should not leave that fro out and hide it. So I was that trick at one point that would have been like, I wouldn't have said she was ugly. No, that to me was like, really? I wouldn't have gone that far. I would have been like, girl, just, you know, put some clips in and make it look nice and yada yada. Or shape the fro. Not realizing that, girl, in person, in pictures don't do the fro's justice. It really doesn't. You have to see it in person, because I tell you, I kid you not, the amount of compliments that I get every time I leave my hair out from every different culture, it is crazy. And it's to the point where I'm like, please don't touch my hair. 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 I mean, I give the don't touch my hair look. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, you got to do the dodge, like, thank you. And you do the run. Like, don't touch my hair. But, so I was a trick one day, that trick that would have been like, girl, do something with your hair. But she did. She had a nice, cute little fro. And it is not ugly. It is beautiful. Summer Walker is beautiful. I can't believe that girl said that. But I heard that Tammy Walker, not Tammy, but Tammy Roland or Tammy, no, ooh, Tammy Roman. There we go. Tammy Roman came and she chimed in regards to it, and her and the trick went back and forth. I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry if I keep calling her a trick. I'm so sorry I keep calling you a trick if you ever stumble upon this video, but that's the word that comes to my mind right now. And I was like, girl, that's the head. That's the hair that grows out of her head. Stop it. Stop it. It's cute. Afro to wear to work. It's professional. It's okay. It's beautiful when you see it in person. Pictures don't do her hair justice most of the time, unless you lighten it up in pictures, which most people don't, unless you get a really good photographer that knows how to shoot African skin, African descent skin texture and tones, because a lot of some photographers don't. They get the tone wrong when they edit, but that's a whole other thing. So if you see someone with 4C hair, just think twice before you start making comments like I did, because I was the trick, and that trick did in regards to Summer Walker. Okay, well, this is my hair. I will post the picture at the end. Chances are I will not be editing this video. This is just a drive-by talk through, because it really bothered me this morning. It bothered me because I was that trick. I was that trick. Yeah. All right, signing off. Make it a great day. Bye.